Guys, today we're going to be playtesting the new Counter Blitz Commander Precon from Final Fantasy, Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature. And whenever one or more creatures you control with counters on them deal combat damage to a player, you can draw and proliferate. So there's going to be a lot of cards in here that help synergize with that. A lot of counters, proliferating. So we're going to go ahead and see what type of hand we would get with this Precon. We have 7 here. Okay. We have Ash Barrens, an island. Waka, Flocka, Promise of Loyalty, Overflowing Chalice, Sin, and Glacial Fortress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can keep this. We have 3 lands. We have 3 lands here. We have a 0 mana. Wow. What is this? Oh, it's a multi-kicker. Ever-flowing Chalice. We could probably be alright with this. Let's go ahead and be on the draw. Get a Plains. First thing we'd probably do here is play... I guess it doesn't matter. Play a Glacial Forest tapped. And then we would pass. Draw again. Fortified Village. I guess at this point we'd play the Fortified Village, revealing the plains. And then at this point we could pay this multi-kicker here, but we're alright. We'll go ahead and pass. There we go. We pulled Lord Agiscal Guado. At the beginning of each end step, if you put a counter on a creature this turn, investigate. So from here, what do we have? We have access to white, green, blue. We can play an island. We probably could even play a commander already. At this point, yeah, we'll do that. Blue, green, white. Play Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. Go ahead and focus that. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may move a... Okay, so we don't have a second creature, which kind of sucks. But we'll get one pretty soon. Say we pass the turn here. Let's go ahead and draw. And we get one of these cards right here. What is it? If my focus? Chocobo Knights. Creatures that you control with counter them gain double strike. That's actually pretty cracked. At this point, we can play the plains. And we can probably... What do we have? What can we do? At this point, we can play Lord Agiscal. Not bad. White and a colorless. I'll play him. There we go. And now I still need 2 here. At this point, we can play the Ever-Flowing Chalice. Let's just multi-kick that for 1, I guess. So it has a 1 charge counter on it. Not bad. Not bad. And let's go ahead and pass the turn. I know we do have some triggers here, but we don't have any counters on any of our creatures just yet. But that's gonna change right now. We draw. Let's play this Ash Barrens. It's okay. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana at the moment. So we're 1 off from here, but we don't really need to do that. I guess we could play this Saga. So we would play a Plains, this, and another one to play Summon Ixion. Exile target creature an opponent controls until this Saga leaves the battlefield. Put 1/1 counter. So we could play this. Well, let's say we can exile something that our opponents have, right? And boom, they're gone. Boom, boom, bing, bing, boom. You know. Let's move this. Move on to the next turn. We get a Lord counter here. Put a 1/1 counter up to 2 target creatures, and we gain 2 life. So these 2 will get 1/1 counters on them. So now they each have 1/1 counters. Let me go ahead and use something to represent that. 1, even though this is -1, it's 1, right? I believe I did draw. Got a forest. We'll play that land. And at this point, I'm gonna play the Chocobo Knights 100%. So we have white, 1, 2, and then 3. And we can play the Chocobo Knights. At the beginning of combat on our turn, let me move some stuff over here to the side a little bit. At the beginning of combat on our turn, we can move counters from a target creature to a second creature. But we won't do that. But when we attack, creatures we control with counters on them get double strike until end of turn. So let's say we just attack with Lord Jisco here. And let's just say we hit. Our opponents don't have flying, right? So in this scenario, we end up hitting. So whenever one of our creatures with counters on deal combat damage, we can draw a card and we can proliferate. So let's say, let's go ahead and draw that card. Get the Hardened Scales. This one, it could be very good. But we do have to resolve this effect. So everything would get proliferated. We'd get stuff with an extra counter. This would even get 2 counters, and this would go to 3, giving us another 1/1 counter, actually. So we'd get 3. This would go away into the graveyard. And then 100%. We're chilling. We're absolutely chilling. Main phase 2, we'd be able to play the Hardened Scales. If one or more 1/1 counters will be put in a creature you control, that many +1/1 counters are put on it instead. So we're starting to get something going here pretty decently. This creature also has a trigger at the end step. If a counter was put in a creature, you can investigate. So we create a clue, and it's just an artifact with pay 2, destroy it. So we could already see what could happen with this deck here. Moving counters around. Waka would be able to destroy artifacts. Sin, when it enters, all counters are removed from any number of artifacts, creatures, and enchantments, and it gets all those 1/1 counters. Where X is actually gets twice the amount of 1/1 counters. So we'll do one more turn here just to see what'll happen. So we'll go ahead and untap things. Untap things. We draw. We get summon here. Yojimbo, pretty decent enchantment creature. Actually, yeah, pretty decent enchantment creature. At this point, I'm not even sure what the move would be. Probably just to play Waka right here. Because I don't know. No, actually, we could play Sin here. We could play Sin here. And we would be removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counters. And this would get twice that many counters, I believe. 16. But then it would be that many +1. So that's pretty nice. Sin with Hardened Scales, right? So instead of 16, would it be 32? I don't think it's double, probably. But anyway, yeah, Sin would be a pretty nutty play here. But so far, this is how this deck is turning out to be. I'm liking it a lot. I've always been a fan of 1/1 counters for sure. And yeah, I hope to get some games in with this deck. Hopefully I win. Nice Final Fantasy deck. I really did enjoy it. But yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed, I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.